All right, and we're back. So, continued on with a little bit of a rant, or I guess like a safety precaution that I was telling you guys about. Any type of little brook, stream, or puddle, anything like that. I'm actually going to move. Like this is a pretty dangerous area, so I'm actually going to move around through the woods that way. Any type of thing like that. Find some way to test the water first if you absolutely need to. But if there was a way to avoid it, like maybe following the stream until you find a thin enough place to, or a skinny enough area to just jump over, that's the easiest way that I think you can get around something like that. Or if you find like maybe a really sturdy log to make a bridge from, or even just to throw it on the ice to test, that'll work too. But only do that, like I said, if you absolutely have to. Because before I ended off the video, like I said, you can get yourself in some pretty big trouble with those types of situations. You can get hypothermia, frostbite, anything like that. So, try the best you can to avoid things like that. And use some testing methods to really make sure. I mean, things like this, when you can't see the bottom, you know are sturdy enough. Like you can hear the echo off of that. It's not breaking, right? Things like that are safe enough to walk on top of. You don't have to worry about, what the hell, dude? I haven't seen this at all. It's like a little hole down there. What the hell? Look at that. What? What's down there? You can see like the water runs down into that hole. It's like a drain or something. Wait a second. There's more of them. No, there's a lot more of them. Holy crap. Now that I'm noticing this, look at that. One there, 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 there. Dude, what the hell? That just totally caught me off guard there. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Something about ice safety, I know that. I'm not that stupid. Okay, sometimes I am. Still sick. So yeah, like you can just a bit of almost slipped. Just a bit of a safety lesson from me. Ice Safety by Jonah Shepherd. Jonah Shepherd, seal of approval, safety approved. Like there's a lot of things that you really need to just straight up show someone to actually like teach them what you mean. If I find a stream, I'll definitely show the camera what I mean, for sure. Nope, gotta step here. Here we go. All right, this is gonna be a bit interesting. I'm actually thinking I'll probably walk around that way and just kind of follow it along. Either way, unless you're experienced, I'd avoid walking on ice altogether, because, I mean, let's be honest here, it's just slippery as fuck. Like, if you're from somewhere like California or Arizona, you don't get snow at all, right? You got to be experienced in the way of actually walking on ice, because it's iffy at best. Some of this shit is really thin and fragile. Others are totally thick and safe to walk through. Man, I'm really glad I have these boots. Look at this mud. I'm really glad I got these. Well, my friend did. My friend got them for me. And I'm very thankful for that. Because before this, I've only had one pair of shoes. I mean, I had two, but the other one was they're basically water shoes now. Like, I haven't used them except for walking in a river. This is going to be very interesting to get down, for sure. There's a power station down that way. Now, I can either turn left. There's an abandoned camp that way that was burnt down. I mean, it's just burnt wood now. Like, it's just a pile of burned up wood and a burnt dead tree. There's no structure left with it. But I can go and show you that, or I can turn right and that heads to the main road and I can get back that way. I'm thinking, just for the sake of showing you guys, maybe I should turn left. But yeah, I'm really thankful for these boots. Look at this. Oh yeah, bud, look at that mud. Brilliant. If I was wearing my sneakers in this shit, man, you can really be sure that I'd be fucking stuck. I'd be stuck and I'd be covered in mud by now. Man, there was one time I went to the Irving Nature Park and I was going down, like, it was an area that I've already been down one or two times. But the difference is the time I went down, the time in question that I went down, it was a little bit wet. I think it rained a couple days prior. Okay, see this? This is thin right here. You can kind of see, like, it's cracking under my feet right here. Look at that. Like, I could just see that. It's right thin. Things like that where you can see the bottom of it. That's where I'd avoid. Maybe it's not all frozen. Or maybe it froze over and the rest of it drained out from under it, so you just kind of fall into an empty hole. But anyway, as I was saying, speaking of mud, I went down this place. It's off the trail. If anyone's been to the Irving Nature Park or have ever seen pictures of it, you know that some of the trails go right along a really steep hill that goes down to a few beaches. The beaches aren't accessible, of course, because the hill is too steep for the average person to get down to. I've been down there a couple times because expert. But this particular time, it rained or stormed or whatever a few days before. So I wasn't expecting it to be as muddy as it was, and I was in sneakers, the same sneakers I have at my home right now. So I went down, pretty fast. Oh, excuse me, pretty fast. Not expecting there to be any mud or anything. And I fell right into the mud. Like, I was running down at good speed. I stepped into the mud, and the second I pulled my foot out of the ground, the shoe got stuck in, and my next step was my sock covered in mud. The next step I had was my right sock just totally coated in mud. So because I was going so fast, I didn't realize until, oh crap, my foot's in mud. So yeah, a little bit of a story from me. And I wanted to stick around this area while I was talking because I found this little place right here. You see the water running under, and then there's a thin layer of ice right here. Now I don't want to get too close, otherwise I'd fall in. But you can see what I'm talking about here. Like one step, you put all your weight on that, and boom, you're going under. Okay, and boom, you're going under. See, like that. Like this ice is paper thin and very fragile. So I don't want to, I kind of want to avoid ice like this, where you can just kind of step right on and just fall right through. I do not want to step on that stuff, so I'm going to keep a close eye. I think it just runs along the side. That's what I'm seeing. So I think I'm safe if I walk over this direction. Yeah, this place seems pretty thick, so we're good. With 2 C's, of course. Can't be a living meme without including some memes in my videos. But yeah, it does run along the side. And it starts going along that way. I be safe here. I be in the safe zone. Just a little bit of adventure tips. Woo, slippery. Now this type of ice I'm not really worried about because it's kind of flat and there's no real way to lose your balance here. If you slip, that's fine. You can kind of just go with the flow. And then this kind of stuff is totally uneven. If you go and you roll your ankle or just kind of slip on one of the bumps, it's harder to get your balance back. That's an interesting design right there. Look at that. Whoa. Dude, that's actually really cool. You can see the ice goes a lot deeper than the mud. Actually, you probably can't see it because the camera doesn't have very good depth perception. But this ice goes a lot deeper than what the mud is. Like this mud goes probably maybe a little more than halfway up from what the bottom of the ice actually is. That's insane, dude. What? Bro. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. I approve. I approve of that. Having fun over here. Having some fun times. It looks like this mud is kind of... Okay, we got some sinkholes. This is going to be fun. Look at that, eh? Damn. That's a sinkhole if I've ever seen one. Oh, does the water run under the ground? That's why. The water's turning all this mud. See, the ice must have melted under the ground and it started to erode or corrode or whatever the fuck that thing is, what that word is. So it must have ran under, froze, and then melted, and then kind of just scooped the rest of the stuff out. This stuff is all unsafe. Not as safe as I'd like it to be, honestly. I just gotta be careful here. Make sure I don't step in any sinkholes. Good thing I ain't going this way back. No siree. But yeah, stuff like that you have to look out for too. Those are sinkholes. And chances are, if there's one, there's more. Especially when the water is still running under it. So you got to be careful of that as well. Now we made it up here to this electrical station here. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I think they're just a group of transformers or something. Robots in disguise. Okay. Yeah, thin ice. Good thing about that is that the puddle was not deep, and I knew that already, which is why I felt it was okay to step on it. What was that I just stepped on? I still have it. Oh, it's like an old can or something. It stuck to my boot. Like an old piece of foil or something. Interesting. When it comes to make the decision whether you want to step on ice or mud, always pick mud. It doesn't matter where you are, what situation you're in. Doesn't matter if you need to be worried about getting dirty or anything like that. Mud is always the safest option. Always. So we're here at the transformers, or electrical plant, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a plant. It's not an electrical plant. I know what an electrical plant looks like. This is, woo, see right there? That's what you have to look out for. Right here. Learn from me. I am a teacher. There's something on my foot, or on the bottom of my boot. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's off. Should be off now. Yeah, transformer or whatever, transformer station or something like that. I think it's just a transformer. It's probably just a transformer. And no, not Optimus Prime. An electrical transformer. All right, so we've reached this little intersection here. I do kind of want to go left just to show you guys that old abandoned camp. I don't know if this gas is frozen. Well, kind of half frozen. It's interesting. All right, so we're going left here. So I'm going to step up this way. We're going to go down here. Now, I think, as far as I can remember, this might be a semi-long walk, maybe. Also, this is very soft ground. I'm going to try to step on over here to the more solid stuff. But yeah, this might be kind of like a semi-long walk. I honestly don't remember. As it's been a while since I've been here. So we'll see. Man, I've been waiting to do this for a long time. Like, you don't even know, man. Such a nice day. You can hear a helicopter in the distance. Most of the time when I'm in the middle of the woods like this, well, not like this now, but like I just was, most of the time I forget how close I am to our airport until I actually hear a plane or a helicopter fly by. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's an airport. It's getting loud now. I mean, you could probably hear it by now. It's pretty loud. This road's turning into plain ice. Gotta be careful here. The helicopter's gotta be flying by here soon. Oh. Ah, military helicopter. All right, that makes more sense. They're a little bit louder than civilian helicopters. You probably couldn't see it through the camera. It was kind of behind some trees, but I saw like the kind of the general shape of it, and I know that there's a military helicopter out here with a similar shape to it that flies around a lot. kind of flies back and forth. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that would be the direction of Fredericton or Oromocto, because Oromocto is closer to Gagetown. And that's where the base is. Desperate attempt at throwing gravel in here. Ain't gonna do that, son. Ain't gonna do that. Nope. My right foot keeps slipping. But I'm able to catch myself with my left foot. It's kind of going back and forth. This looks like a more melted or thin form of ice here. Gotta be careful. Nah, never mind. I think I'm good. It just looks like it from the way it froze over last time. Yep, I'm good. That type of like weird shard-like kind of slushy look to it. It usually means that there's a thin layer of ice that kind of broke over, or it was thin enough to just kind of snap by itself from expanding and contracting and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. And but there's still another layer of ice under it. It's like paper thin layer of ice that's already broken up, water, and then a thicker layer of ice. And it does happen a lot here because it gets warm and then cold and then warm again and then cold. This is all hollow. There's no water under it, so I'm safe. But you can hear it. That helicopter is one loud motherfucker. Damn, I'm pretty sure you could hear that. If you can't hear that fucking loud ass helicopter, I'm gonna be really surprised. Because that helicopter's... There's like a low humming coming through the woods too. Oh, there's a truck there. Shit. I'm pretty sure this is private property. I'm not exactly sure though. Oh, there it is. Hello. And never mind, that low rumbling's just another plane. Doesn't look like the same helicopter I saw. It's heading in the opposite direction it was though, so it might be. And there's the plane. I'm by an airport. I should probably head at a view from this road, because this truck's driving by. Oh. Safe. I am gourd. I'm pretty sure no one cares that I'm out here. I mean, it's old, it's abandoned. I don't think anyone actually owns the property anymore. If they do, then, I mean, they honestly don't really mind that people are walking around an old abandoned site. If by any chance you're watching this and you recognize the area and you know for a fact that they don't want anyone in there, let me know. But for now, I can't see anyone saying, "Get the fuck off my abandoned property." Like, no one really cares that someone's in a place that no one else is. In fact, that's a place I'd rather be, is where no one else is. Yeah, this is quite the walk, if I remember it. I mean, I was here when there were a shit ton of spiders everywhere and shit. I remember there was this one huge ass fucking spider, probably like at least this big. And it was just sitting there on a web, floating in the middle of the driveway. Buddy spun a web all the way across the driveway just to fucking sit his ass there. Like, honestly, that's a really smart place to be, because people walking by will be like, oh, look, a spider web, and duck under it, and the flies following them aren't able to see it, so they're just kind of like, zzz, and food. Honestly, good strategy by Mr. Spider. But anyone with arachnophobia will know that shit's creepy as fuck. I don't have arachnophobia, but I know a lot of people do nowadays. I mean, I understand. Fucking 8 legs, 4 to 8 eyes, creepy as fuck, you know, but they can't harm you. They really can't. Unless you're somewhere in like fucking like South America, not South America. Well, yeah, South America probably, and like Mexico and kind of like the southern region of the US. Black widows are pretty dangerous, but if you treat them right and you kind of, you know, take care of them from a distance, you know, spray them down with some bug spray or something, they won't bring you any harm. I mean, they're a tiny little thing, really. One step to you is a million for them. They'd only bite you if they think they'd have to. It's a defense mechanism is what it is. Shit, I forget which one it is. I forget which one. I think it's the one to the left, because that's the one I went through first, if I remember correctly. So let's just... I don't have a whole lot of grip on this ice here. Probably not the best place to kind of stop, because I had some kind of momentum. Okay, here we go. There we are. But yeah, I mean, spiders really can't hurt you. They really can't. There are some spiders with pretty nasty bites, but even if that's what you're afraid of, they like to hide in their own little crevices and cracks and shit. Like, you can't really come up to one and get bitten unless you really tried, which nobody tries to get bitten by those things. Unless you're fucking Coyote Peterson, who gets bitten and stung by literally anything in the animal kingdom. For science. He's one of my favorite fucking YouTubers, honestly. If I could go out and explore with a group like that, holy shit, what we'd find is insane. You know, I wanted to be an archaeologist for the longest time too, actually. I know that's not really exploring, but it's like, it's digging around and finding cool artifacts and shit like that. That'd be fucking cool. Alright, so I think this is the right way, if I I'm not mistaken. But might be a little bit of a longer walk than I expected. Yeah, that's a hill coated in ice. This is gotta be fucking fun, dude. Dog shit, don't want to step on that. I am so glad I have these boots. I swear, these things are helping me out so much. I'm thinking I might have to switch sides here. Yeah, hold on. Please hold. Yeah, this is nice little crossover here. Smooth as ice. Because I am currently walking along a hill coated in ice. Smooth as ice. We're good. What time are we at? We're at 31. So this might need a part 3 here. Holy shit. This is an expedition here. Jesus. Alright, so number 3 is on the way. I'm going to stop it here so that I can upload this one. See you in the next one. Press